Do not start the washing machine if your child is inside. Or how about, before folding the stroller, check if the child is still in it? You might laugh, but these absurd warnings are on many American products. Why? Because manufacturers are trying to protect themselves from people who come up with the most creative and, frankly, wildest lawsuits imaginable. Today, we're diving into some of the most unbelievable civil claims ever filed. Let's start with a big one. Ernie Chambers, a congressman from Nebraska, once sued God. Yes, you heard that right. He argued that the Bible itself shows God causing mass catastrophes and terrorizing millions. Chambers didn't want money. He was making a point about how, in the U.S., you can sue anyone for pretty much anything. He wasn't the only one with a divine complaint. A Romanian man convicted of murder sued God for deceit of expectations. His argument? At his baptism, he made a pact with God for protection from evil. Since he ended up in prison for murder, he felt God didn't hold up his end of the bargain. The court, perhaps unsurprisingly, rejected the case, which was bizarrely filed against God from Heaven, represented in Romania by the Orthodox Church. Now for a story of misplaced blame. An 18-year-old from California made nearly $1 million from stock scams before he was caught. He sued the university for $50 million. That's just the amount he claimed he would have earned as a professional player if the school hadn't cut off his chances of success. It seems he overlooked the part where he committed a crime. Next up, the case of the killer burger. Sued McDonald's, Burger King, and KFC. He claimed their food was the reason he had diabetes and obesity. His argument was that the fast food giants never properly explained just how unhealthy their burgers and fries were. The court didn't buy it. Have you ever been caught in a storm? Sean Perkins was at an Ohio amusement park when he was struck by lightning. A freak accident, right? Not according to him. He survived and immediately sued the park. The reason? There were no signs warning visitors. Customers should not stay outside during a thunderstorm. Apparently, common sense needed to be written down. Sometimes, a concert can be a truly traumatic experience. One attendee at an Elton John concert sued the city of San Diego for $5.4 million due to severe emotional trauma. The cause? The women's restrooms were full, so a woman went into the men's room and used a urinal. The plaintiff claimed that witnessing this horror left him with a deplorable image of the female sex, and that he deserved compensation for his suffering. Even criminals want to protect their reputation. Mass murderer Rand Croft, who sadistically killed 16 people, sued a publisher for $60 million. He was offended by the book Angel of Darkness, which detailed his crimes. Life in prison can be tough, especially when it comes to entertainment. A U.S. prisoner filed a lawsuit against his prison because his cell TV only got 35 channels. He was convinced that other inmates had access to way more channels and felt this was an injustice that required legal action. What about promises made in advertising? One American beer company had to pay $10,000 to a customer who was deeply disappointed by their ads. The beer's marketing promised it would give him the potency of a bull. When a romantic evening didn't go as planned, he claimed he suffered unimaginable trauma from the false advertising. Then there's collateral damage. A woman in Nova Scotia, Canada, used to play her mandolin at the local airport for tourists. When a Swissair flight crashed and couldn't land, she sued the airline. Finally, we have a story that has become something of an urban legend. A thief breaks into a house, but accidentally locks himself inside the garage. He survives for 8 days on a diet of Pepsi and dry dog food. After being found, he sued the homeowners. And won. He was supposedly awarded $500,000 for the suffering and remorse he experienced while being trapped in the house he had just robbed. Whether it's true or not, it perfectly captures the absurdity of some lawsuits. What's the craziest lawsuit you've ever heard of? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more unbelievable stories.